I'm with shits. I'm with shits. I'm with shits. I'm with shits. I view my adversary through a microscope as a small thing. They wax fat, we ballin'. Babylon keep falling. By all means, these salt teams is crack of dust. Esau won't respawn, they the soul people we have to crush. They shackled us, we out the cuffs. It's your turn to slow burn till after dusk. My Caucasian plantation, those reparations won't amount to much. That blonde hair with them blue eyes and that pig flesh won't hassle us. Shawty hollering that hee-haw, cause that gluteus on Maximus. My whip drip on 100 thighs. We gunning down, you runaways. They from the cave, not underpaid. I'm Munga slave, just for fun, play Hunger Games. Put you in the front like you running things. Uriah, any back talk, you kiss the asphalt and I sing you to the Messiah. You'll be auctioned off with the shipping costs. I'll purchase some good diver. Bought my Donald Trump and my Richard Nixon. I'm Willie Lynch incarnate. Keep a short leash on you varmint. String you up if you brave-hearted. Only thing red, white, and blue will be your remains washed off of my garment. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang, ayy.
Went from riding on the boat to hanging on oak. God hate these white folks, you can say what you want. This ain't a joke, I ain't laugh at shit. They gon' make it to the kingdom, yeah, with shackled wrists. Yeah. Put they ass in chains with a yoke of iron. Whip hit his back, sound like I opened fire. I ain't gon' lie, I wanna see him suffer. Can't escape cause under the sun, a place of judgment. Yeah, I got a perpetual hatred. They scared of replacement theory cause they destined for slavery. Yeah. You gotta hear this, the patience of the saints. Hell yeah. Many prophets desired to see that day. UPK, we gon' take the kingdom. He don't deal with other nations, he gon' plead with heathens. I ain't gon' stop until I see him in the cotton field. Yeah. Ain't no other option, I'ma die real.
I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. Ay.
It was all good just a week ago. Riding through the hood with my speakers low. I wish a nigga would try my peoples though. We out back staking houses when the beef will go. Oh, tiptoeing in my Jordans. White or brown, look up, pick your poison. They ain't patting down what? Okay, if God bring the fours in. Hip full of heat and it's scorching, scorching. We don't talk too much, you niggas overshare. Only time to function jumping when we over there. Yeah, it's that UPK soldier gear. REI ice with the fur like a polar bear. And my shorty, she a rider. Pistol in her purse like to hide her. Monet in her power. Only operate how I allow her. You just talk the game, Colin Coward. I'm fresher than the produce at Whole Foods. You ain't stepping how I'm stepping, that's my old shoes. Told you ain't fucking with me and that's old news. We'll record you beat up on camera, not pro tools. It's the vibe, we the realest niggas at the tribe. Feel it, put your pistols in the sky. You know this the vibe, playing like you got a lot of lives. Really nigga, you don't wanna die. You know this the vibe. Nigga, we the realest at the tribe. Feel it, put your pistols in the sky. You know this the vibe, playing like you got a lot of lives. Really nigga, you don't wanna die. You know this the vibe. That UPK cover got some stripes on it. G-shot, not a lot of ice on it. Not a lot of niggas pay this price shit. I can bet my life on it. You'll get your shot and go light on it. I go tie game OT, last bucket of the night, and go mic on it, sights on it. I don't need a beam. Make a nigga wake up like a fucking bad dream. You sit shots, I'm sick of her fucking vaccine, yeah, I mean. I ain't a killer, brody, I ain't had to be one. But get it twisted, I start to popping like I'm rerun. Living like a sucker, ain't no option where we from. I was told go and get a gun and keep one. Tribe vibes got me feeling like a wise guy with some mob ties. While you wearing purses, nails painted like some mob wives. I advise you to follow rules we abide by. You ain't got the app, get the side, it's the vibe. We the realest niggas at the tribe. Feel it, put your pistols in the sky. You know this the vibe, playing like you got a lot of lives. Really nigga, you don't wanna die. You know this the vibe. Nigga, we the realest at the tribe. Feel it, put your pistols in the sky.
woman, and no man shall buy you. We hit these shores who were sold for slave man and slave woman.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
They talk about man. It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to dawn, right, get another legacy.
If gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took her oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, sold your seat for some bloody beef. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. They don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't much to be desired, gotta disagree. Sparring one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm ready, this another victory. Cut different, niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. It's one West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
beaten to death. Correction officer.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
We still here, still standing. UPK, we never left the building. Commanding General Yohana, you know. Whoa, check it out. Woe into America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You went against the grain. You should be ashamed. You went against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't say oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies, and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box, and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tiller niggas. You got the ones that compromise, and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teaching at camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockin' gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves, while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Fuck wrong with you, boy?
Man, it's gonna save all them tapes right there. Yo. And then the reading right here is, she asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bible in my right and a chopper in my other hand.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate their identity of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, black people get a new identity.
America wants the black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone. Come and pay a visit for your last year. I'm truly up. Make a move unless we tune you up. Absolutely, man. We know you cause you ain't fooling us. In the cut with them things bitches trying to cool it up.
This whole world was made for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. But for the fifth angel of the Lord, come upon you, black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand? Man, it's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. Going out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt.
We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
He gon' spot you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. This one West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. All right. We in here. All right. All right. First off, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, One West, started out of Harlem, New York. All right. On 125th Street, started out of Harlem, New York, Salakia. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite camp, group, or Christian church. We teach the truth about the Bible, about the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, right? And today, I'm here to bring out what does it mean to be one body, all right? Now, before I get to the topic, salute some of these brothers and sisters, all right? Salute some of these brothers and sisters. All right. What we got? We got Officer of 1,000 Mataza Kara, Yahweh Hashem Yashar Brakatah. All right. Checking in from Chester, Virginia. Salakia. We have Akwath Ra'ah. Shalom Yahweh Shema Thab Hashem Yahweh Shai. Property River Officer of 1,000 Mataza Kara, checking in from Chester, Virginia. All right. Oh, no sound? No sound. We have no sound. So like, if you can hear me, let's get a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, saying no sound. Hold on, let's see something. Okay, I got a 1. All right. All right. Okay, we got a 1. All right. All right. All right. All right. The water for letting me know. All right. Who we got next? Okay, we got Officer of 500, Yagadar, Shalom Yahaba Shem Yashar Brakatah, checking in from Prince George, Virginia. All right, we have Trooper Ayan Pakat, Shalom Yahaba Shem Yashar Brakatah, checking in from Rice, Virginia. Shalaki, you at slavery. Hey, be safe on the roads. Lord be with you. All right. We have Sister Shakal Pakat. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thab Hashem Yahweh Shai. Check rib, property and rib of Ayan, Trooper Ayan Pakat, checking in from Rice, Virginia. All right. We have Princess Azara Khan. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thab Hashem Yahweh Shai. Property and rib of Officer 50 Yabakar, checking in from Norfolk, Virginia. We have Young Man David, all right, checking in from Richmond, Virginia, from the 804. All right, glad to see you, brother. All right, we have Princess Tazara. Shalom, Yahweh, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Thab Hashem Yahweh Shai. Checking in from Chester, Virginia. All right. All right. We have Sister Tawana, all right. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Thab Hashem Yahweh Shai. Sister Tawana checking in from Chesapeake, Virginia. She property of Trooper Sayala, all right. All right. We have Sister Deborah. All right. Shalom Yahweh Shema Thaba Shem Yahushai checking in for Richmond, Virginia. All right. We have Officer Yabakar. All right. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahushai Brakatah checking in from Norfolk, Virginia. All right. We have Aquaf Tawabath. Shalom Yahweh Shema Thaba Shem Yahushai checking in from Williamsburg, Virginia. All right. All right. We have also 50 call Sapar Yahweh by Shem Yahushai Brakatah. Also a call checking in from Norfolk, Virginia, 757 in the building. All right. And we have Sister Taronda. Shalom Yahweh Shema Thaba Shem Yahushai checking in from Hampton, Virginia. All right. Let's go ahead and clap it up. All right. Let's go ahead and clap it up. All right. Let's go ahead and clap it up. All right. So let me do these announcements again. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. One West started out of Harlem, New York on 125th Street. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth under the command of General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite camp, group, or Christian church. We teach the truth about the Bible, about the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. And today, I'm here to bring out what does it mean to be one body. All right. What does it mean to be one body? All right. So warm up, let's get a little warm up in here. All right. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. All right. So let's get a warm up in here. What does it mean? All right. What does it mean to be one body? What can you infer? What can you infer? Right? What can you infer? If you don't know what infer means to take an educated guess. What are you taking an educated guess on? You're taking an educated guess on the question, right, that I just asked, or the title or the topic of this here lesson here today, which is, what does it mean, right, to be one body? All right. Sister Carl said for everyone to have the same understanding. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Officer Yabakar said to be together. Yes, sir. All right. So we in the game. We in the game. Is there more? Is there more? That's great. Those are 100% right answers. That is great. Young man David said one accord, same page. That's 100% correct. Ooh, Sister Tower Bob said unity. Woo, 100% correct. 1000% correct. You're correct. All right. So what we're going to do tonight, right? We're going to show emphasis, right? We're going to highlight what it means to be on one accord. Okay. It's important, right, to know that you're in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, or you're aspiring to be in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You must know that in here we is one body. We is on one accord, and we is about unity. Right? Right? That's what we're about. Right? And we're gonna show emphasis. We're gonna focus on how that look. All right. We got Sister Anna checking in. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Thaba Shem Yahushai. Sister Anna checking in from North Virginia. All right. We're gonna show emphasis on what it means to be one accord, what it means to be one body. All right. And we're going to prove this with textual evidence. What textual evidence are we going to prove this with? We're going to start off with first Ephesians 4:1. Ephesians 4 and 1. All right. That's what we're going to start off first tonight. Ephesians 4 and 1. Okay. Because we want to break down, right? What does it mean to be one body? And what does it take to be one body? It takes a lot to be one body in this here truth. Understand that you're in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right? You got to understand that, that we move one band, one sound, right? We have the same beat, all right? We move on one accord, right? That's how we move. And I'm going to prove that to you tonight. So verse 1, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. First of all, who is speaking? Who is speaking right now? Who is speaking here? In the chat, if you know, who is speaking right now in Ephesians? Who is speaking? If you know. Give you some time. Who is speaking here in Ephesians? How about this? If you don't know, just type a 2. If you don't know, just type a 2. And if you do know, I'll just wait for your answer. Who is speaking here in Ephesians? Okay. Great answer, young man David, too. I don't know who's speaking. All right. If you don't know, 2, okay. All right. Give Sister Tawabath a hand. Give her a hand. Paul is speaking. Damn right. Sister Tawabath got it. No sweat, Sister Zarcha. It's all right. Right? It's all right. Now you know. Paul is speaking. Paul is speaking here. All right. So in Ephesians, Paul is speaking. Okay. This is one of the churches Paul was ahead of. Paul is speaking in Ephesians. Right. So I'm going to read it again. I, therefore, the prisoner of the Most High, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. Right? Who is Paul? Who is Paul speaking to? That's the next question. This is an easy one. This is a layup right here. You're not wrong if you say this one. This is an easy one. You're not wrong if you say this one. Who is Paul speaking to? That's the next question. And you're not going to be wrong. Whatever's on your brain, the first thing to type, that's the answer. Who is Paul? Who is Paul speaking to? And you're not damn right, young man David. Israel, the Israelites. Israel, damn right. Damn right. You're not wrong. All right. Boom. So now we learn that in Ephesians, Paul is speaking. And who is he speaking to? Israel, the Israelites. All right. All right. So let's keep going. Cesar said us. Okay, damn right. All right. Now let's keep going. Let's read it again. I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, of the Most High, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. Right? Why do you think Paul calls himself a prisoner of the Lord? What does it mean to be a prisoner of the Lord? All right. Sister Amadah checking in. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thabashim Yahweh Shai. Sister Amadah checking in from Virginia Beach, Virginia, 757. So my next question is here, right? Why do you think, based on textual evidence here, now you're making an inference based on textual evidence, based on your chapter 1, based on verse 1, all right? Why do you think Paul calls himself a prisoner of the Most High? All right. Okay, damn right, Sister Ra, captivated with following the Most High. Damn right. And is there any more? Damn right. Right answer. Good answer. Right answer. Right answer. Is there more? Why do you think Paul calls himself a prisoner of the Lord? Secondly, what does it mean to be a prisoner of the Lord? All right. I see you, sisters. I see you, Princess Tarboff. I see you, right? Because he was devoted to God's will. Damn right. Sister Ron said loyalty and devotion. Damn right. Right? Sister Juan, I know you just put it too, but maybe your computer is a little far back. Just scoot it up. Get more to the line. Maybe your device that you're on is a little slow. Just keep trying to press right a whole bunch of times, and they'll get you caught up with the live. All right, but the water for your answer. Okay, so damn right, Princess Talboth and Aquarai, right? Because he was devoted to God's will, right? Loyalty and devotion, right, is the meaning of being a prisoner of the Most High, right? So, what rights do you have as a prisoner? That's the next question. What rights do you have as a prisoner? I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord. Now that you know what it means to be a prisoner of the Lord, meaning like to be captivated with following the Most High, meaning because he was devoted to God's will, right? Means the loyalty and devotion, right? What does it mean to be a prisoner of the Most High? Sister Amadah said it means to obey, right? Right? We're coming in with some right answers, right? Right? Officer Yabakar said the right to do as you are told. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say right. Right. The right to do as you are told, right? Is there more? What does it mean? What rights do you have as a prisoner? Right? Those are some great answers. All right. I give you 15 more seconds if you want to type in the chat. If you want to put your 2 cents in. Right? We got some good answers. Ooh. Boom. Princess Amadah hit it on the nose. You don't have no rights. You don't have no rights. As a prisoner, you don't have no rights. Boom. Now, hold on. Hold on. I'm a prisoner of the Lord. Meaning, I'm devoted to God's will. Meaning, I have that loyalty and devotion to God's will. Meaning, I have to obey. You mean to tell me I don't have no rights as being a prisoner of the Lord? Totally right. Right? Because this is why. Because as a free man, you can do what you want. You can eat whatever you want. You can sleep with whoever you want. You can worship whatever you want. Right? But if you're a prisoner, someone is telling you where to go and how to get there. Right? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians have grown to be prisoners of the oppressor, of the white man. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians have grown to be prisoners of the oppressor's jail. Right? Meaning, okay, I can eat what I want. I need to vote for this person, right? I need to vote for this oppressor, right? You know, I got to eat whatever this oppressor gives me because I'm hungry. It doesn't matter if I'm not supposed to do this or not, right? I'm a prisoner under their rules, under their body, right? So wonder if you were a prisoner of the Lord, right? Wonder if you were a prisoner of the Lord, right? What would it mean to be a prisoner of the Lord? That's my next question. What does it mean, right? How does that look to be a prisoner of the Lord? What would it mean to be a prisoner of the Lord? And this is one answer that everyone should get right. We said to be captivated with following the Most High. We said the answer. Yes, we said because being a prisoner of the Lord is being devoted to God's will. Damn right, Princess Amadan. You hitting it. You hitting it. One hit to quitters by keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Damn right, Sister Ryan. By following the laws, statutes, and commandments. That is what it means to be a prisoner of the Lord. Paul didn't mind to be a prisoner of the Lord. He didn't mind to be a prisoner, to be told what to do and how to do it. Right? Damn right, Sister Tawana, by following the laws. Damn right, Sister Tawa, by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Paul didn't mind that. That's real loyalty right there. Right? And understand this. Right? Understand this. For any new brother, right, that's coming into school, every brother that comes into school and earns a name can understand what it means to be a prisoner of the Lord. When you earn your name, or every brother that comes into the school and then already earned their name, you understands what it means to be a prisoner of the Lord. Especially if you don't went through Hebrew Academy. No matter what obstacle, no matter what trial, no matter what tribulation may come your way, you still understand what it means to be a prisoner of the Lord. You still understand what needs to be done. You still understand what needs to be communicated. You know that once that oil is poured on your head, you take that oath that you cannot do anything that's off the book. And if you do anything that's off the book, you're a coward. We want no cowards in our camp. In our camp that will let their covers fly. We don't want no cowards in our camp. Only men that's prepared to die. We don't want no cowards in our camp. So a coward is one that gets the name, or that already has the name, and does not value what it means to be a prisoner of the Lord. No matter what problem that you have, right? You understand that the Most High work is important before any demon or any feeling that you have. So whatever feelings that you have, you know you got to put that to the side and really communicate what's going on. Because that is what it means to be a prisoner of the Lord. It's things that you got to do, and you will understand that once you understand it already if you have your name, and you will understand that once you earn your name, because there comes great responsibility. Give you an example real quick. I work in the prison, right? I work in the prison. How many of you know that in a prison that prisoners have jobs? Give me a 1 in the chat if you understand that, or a 2. Give me a 1 in the chat if you understand that in prisons, if you know that in prisons, inmates have jobs. Or give me a 2 in the chat if you ain't know that. Okay. All right. Good. Right. Okay, good. All right. Good. So the different type of jobs that prisoners have in a prison, you either is a pod cleaner, so you cleaning up the pods. You either you do HVAC, so that means that you already done got your trade in the vocational classes as an electrician or whatever the case may be, and now you can go around and fix HVACs around the prison. You either cut grass, like you still working in there. You still working, or you either going around in the buildings and picking up the trash, right? Or you either working in the building and you cleaning the bathrooms for staff or mopping the floors, whatever the case may be for the staff. Or you either a cook. You're cooking for the other inmates, and then you're making a separate meal for the staff. Right? There is a responsibility that you have in that prison. If you're a prisoner, there is a job that you have to fulfill once you get hired for that job, because you could just be an inmate in a prison and not have no job. But once you get hired, I'm going somewhere with this. Once you get hired, now you have a responsibility to fulfill your job duties. What you saying, Officer Shemagabar? Once you get hired to earn that name, or once you get hired and you already have your name, you have a responsibility to fulfill in this school, in this body. You are now a prisoner of the Lord officially, because now you have a responsibility. Now, some of your responsibilities might not be more than others, but you still have a responsibility. All right. Shalom, Sister Hadassah. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Athan Bashim Yahushua, checking in from North Virginia. you still have a responsibility, right? Because you're a prisoner of the Lord. So just because you're in prison, I mean you got no job. All right. Okay. So what Paul is saying here resonates with me because this should resonate with every brother in this school, right? I understand that since I'm in this school, I don't have an option. I don't have an option, right? I don't have the decent opportunity to have the liberty to eat the things that I eat. I have to follow, right, an order. I have to follow some rules because I'm a prisoner of the Lord. I can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Right? I can't do those things. I can't sleep with whoever I want to sleep with. I have to follow I have to follow rules because I'm a prisoner of the Most High. I'm being told what to do by following these what? Laws, statutes, and commandments. And based on these laws, statutes, and commandments, there are things that I can't do, and there are things that I can do, and there are things that I'm supposed to do. No end, no options. Let's scratch that. There are things that I'm supposed to do. Right? No matter what I'm feeling, there are things I'm still supposed to do. Right? So I understand that I don't have an option. Right? Being in this school, you don't have an option. All right? Being in this body, you don't have an option. All right? You don't have the decent opportunity to eat what you want to eat. Or I don't have the option to treat brothers and sisters the way I want to treat them. I have to treat brothers and sisters the way they're supposed to be treated according to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? The way that I dress have to be in accordance to this body and to being a prisoner of the Lord. Right? Who I decide to sleep with. I can't be marrying these other nations. If you Black, Latino, Native Indian, okay, we cool, we good. But there's even rules in that. I can't just be just because you're a Black, Latino, Native Indian, I just met you today. I can't just sleep with you today. I can't just marry you today. There's still rules and regulations into me doing this. Right? So my entire being, right, have to be in accordance to the Most High. All right? My entire being have to be in accordance to the Most High, right? There is a standard, okay? There is a standard that we live by as prisoners of the Lord, right? Understand when you come to school that you're under a standard. You're living by a standard, right? What is the standard that we live by? Which we all know is what? By following the law, statutes, and commandments. The 613 laws. It's not just 10, it's 613 of them, right? So before you became a prisoner of the Lord, you didn't understand the consequences it is to go against the laws of the Lord, right? The Lord will unalive me by eating the pork. The Lord will unalive me by sleeping with other nations of a woman. The Lord will unalive me for celebrating holidays and my birthday. Right? What Paul is speaking about of being a prisoner of the Lord is basically saying he doesn't have an option to worship another God. He understands the violations of transgressing these laws. So again, I therefore, this is Paul speaking, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. In the world, you thought you was called to be a rapper. You thought you was called to be a mason, right? Real quick, name some of the things that you thought you was called to be before you came in this truth. In the chat, real quick, name some of the things that you thought you was called to be before coming in this truth, before even trying to understand what it means to be in this truth. Name some of the things what you thought you was called to be, and be honest. I'll go first. I thought I was called to be a football player. I thought I was called to, I got the speed. I may be lacking in the height, but I got the strength, right? I got the mentality. I got the work ethic, right? I'm even praying on my knees, praying, Lord, give me the strength to. I thought I was really called to be a football player. I even went to school for it. Went to school to be a football player, right? Even had the lifestyle, the athletic jock, right? Sister Zara Khan said she thought she was called to be rich. Hey, didn't we all? Didn't we all? Right? Sister Hadasai said to serve in the Marines. Damn. Shit, be honest. Be damn right. Okay. Sister Ron said to be a violinist. Ooh. Okay. Right? Officer Matazai said to be a damn deacon in the Christian church. Yeah. Hey. Shit. Hey. Hey. Shit, I go further. I thought I was called to be a football player. If I want to be a football player, I was like, all right, I'd be a preacher. I'll be a preacher. This is Ron Thomas. So I pray you understand. I understand. I damn sure understand. All the time to know I understand. Also, y'all said I was working on my rap career. Hey, then we all. Right? Right? Hey, we just being honest. We just being honest. We just being honest, yo. Right? So, in the world, you thought you was called to be something else versus when you came to this truth, you understood, oh, all of this stuff don't matter. I'm stuck on Brother. Hey, look, we ain't about to start that yet tonight. It's too early, yo. Y'all know y'all be cutting up in these comments. Right? So we all thought that we was called to be something else until we came into this truth, man. Right? Until we came to this truth. Like things just wasn't important anymore that we thought was important. But yeah, I thought I was also called to be a football coach. I mean, shit, I played it and I know it very well. I could coach it. I was coaching football this last past year. But the more that I'm in the body, I understand. I mean, it don't really mean nothing to me because it's taking that football was taking time away from being able to do what I need to do in this truth. Now, when my son, I have a son, I train up my son. I don't mind training him up. You know, he ain't gonna take no time. It's just him. I ain't gotta be away. I ain't gotta be doing this, that, and the third. I ain't gotta be in this coach's meeting. I ain't gotta be in this film session. Right? Things, and it was hard. Like, I don't need to do this no more. Because I understood my assignment now. Right? Sister Barra said, a psych nurse. Right? Now, okay. Now, some things you can still get away with, all right. But as far as being a deacon, all right, you can't do that. But you still want, be a violinist, you musically talented. If you still want to be a nurse, it's like, you ain't gotta say yourself, But as far as being anything that's an abomination to the Most High, know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Sister Todd Bob said the percussionist, right? I still play drums. I like drums. And the way I do it, I'm not trying to do it as no abomination. I'm doing this shit because I like it. And I get paid to do it. Pump it. I'm not being, hey, okay, this is my rates. I got my own snare, I got my own drum set, I got my own cymbals, I got my own beat pad. I know how to work click tracks, I know how to do the tracks, right? Sometimes I say, I guess I want an abomination prize tonight. Hey, Salaki, hey, listen. Salaki, I ain't want to say it, but Salaki, you know what I'm saying? Salaki, sir, Salaki, right? But yeah, right. So in the world, we thought that we was a lot of things, all right. But we thought we was called to be the best American you can be. Sister Hadassah said she thought she was called to be a Marine, right? You thought she hit around the nose, right? You thought you was called to be in the Army, Navy, and the Marines, Air Force, right? Right? So I, therefore, the prisoner of the Most High, beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. What is our duty as Israelites? Better yet, what does vocation mean? That's the question. What does vocation mean? What does that mean? What does vocation? What does the word vocation mean? Damn right. Damn right, Sister Ron. She said our work. She hit it right on the nose. Shalom, how about you? Brother Kushad checking in from Richmond, Virginia, 804 in the building. Right? She said our work. That is exactly what that means. A work. A vocation means a job or an occupation. Right? Right? That's what that means, right? So in the ISUPK, this comes first. This duty, this occupation, damn right, Sister now. Bam, hit it right on the nose. Occupation. That's what vocation means. Right? So be a prisoner of the Lord, right? This is your duty. This is your job. Right? Whatever office you hold, whatever duty, responsibility you hold, it's your job to be the best and the best you can be. Goddamn, I sound like some goddamn Navy, some military shit. Right? So in the ISUPK, this comes first, man. A lot of people will follow the vocation of what we call slavery at our jobs. Right? Is no sweat, is no problem if you want to be this, because this brings a certain more type of currency to you. But it's not you want to be this should not overbear or of the work of the vocation of your work here. Because that's just your slavery. You need your slavery. You need clothes, you need food, you need shelter. Now, I mean, you can't just be going hard and know what I'm saying? We live in slavery, we're living in bondage. So this is what you got to do to get where you need to be. But that doesn't mean you becoming that. It's just that you're good at that, but you're great at this work in here, right? So when you come into this school, you become a priest, prophet, or a true sister, right? This is your number one job, right? This is your number one duty. This is the vocation that Paul is speaking about here, right? Precept real quick. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. I'm going to drag that down to 14. Here's a precept of this right here about this vocation, about this duty, right? If you could get that for me, Baba Kashan. Hey, I'm slow walking this dog right now. I'm slow walking the dog, right? I know normally I go to this, I flip here and flip there and flip there. Now I'm saying I'm gonna slow walk this thing. I'm gonna slow walk it. All right. So let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. If you still here, let's get a chat. If you understand what I'm trying to do, let me just get a 1 in the chat. If you understand, I'm trying just to slow walk this thing. Let me just get a 1 in the chat. I just want to slow walk it. Oh, I want to slow walk it real quick, man. I want to slow walk it. You're right. I don't want to go from here to there to there to there to there. I can do that, but I want to slow walk it. Right? All right. So here we are. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, right? Damn right. I'm going to slow walk it. Okay, I'm going to slow walk it. All right. So here we go. This is the precept. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For God, verse 14, right? For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil, right? Your duty is to fear the Most High. That's your job. That's your duty. That's your vocation, right? You can try and chase a bag in Esau's kingdom, but behind every rich man lies a wicked deed or act. You're chasing after this money brings forth all wickedness. The Most High sees this and is going to punish you. That's that evil thing, right? That's you trying to become that person that's in that slavery, versus you trying to master your vocation, your duty in here, right? If it's good judgment is going to come. Whatever good work you're doing, good judgment is going to come, right? If it's bad judgment is going to come, right? Once you're in the ISUPK, it's your vocation to hold down whatever offices you are ordained, right? Once you become an officer, it's your duty to hold down the office, right? Some brothers have one office, or a few, right? However, it's your vocation to hold down that office. All right. So that's that precept to Ephesians 4:1, that vocation. So let's hop back to Ephesians. So like, now let's hop back to Ephesians, if I could, Baba Kashab. Let's hop back to Ephesians, right? Let's hop back in it. We in the game. We in the game. All right. So now we in verse 2. All right. Now we in verse 2. With all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering and forbearing one another in love. With all lowliness, right? What does lowliness mean? What does meekness mean? Because now you're going to understand how you should be in this truth. Now you're going to understand how you should be in this body. What does it mean to be lowliness or meekness? Listen, get you that Merriam-Webster dictionary. If you haven't you only got to buy the dictionary. You can just upload it on your phone, upload the app on your phone, the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Who can tell me, and Sister Talbot be on this, she my dictionary person. Whenever I ask about a definition of a word, she come in and bam, and give it to me. All right. So, what does lowliness mean? Right? Okay, Sister Ross said, strength under control, a gentle disposition that is humble and submissive to God's will. Okay, right, cool. You get good job, right answer. Now let me get that definition. Let me get that Merriam-Webster's. You're right, Sister Ross. I mean, you just good job. You just broke it down, right? But let's get that definition of lowliness. Let's get that definition of lowliness. Great job, sis. Everybody's right today. All right, we just so inclined today. Not saying you never inclined, but we just inclined. We just smart. Sister Zaraka said humble, right? Sister Zaraka, I'm not going to say you're wrong, but this is what I want. You ain't got to have no question mark, right? Just download that Merriam-Webster dictionary and give me that. Make it a statement versus you trying to question yourself if you're right. Because you be right. You be right. But just get that definition. You ain't gonna be wrong. Right? Okay. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong, sis. You're doing a Tawab job. Good job. All right. So lowliness, right? Not lofty or grand, right? Or low in order of importance, value, or esteem. So you're totally right to be humble. To be humble. To be humble. Right? To show some self-control. Right? I wouldn't so much say isolation, sis. Right? And I'm going to tell you why. Now, since we got the lowliness definition, let's get meekness. What does meekness mean? What does meekness mean? Meekness. All right. We're going to learn some words in here. What does meekness mean? Meekness. What does meekness mean? Meekness. No sweat, sis. I know you want it. And see, Sister Zaraka, you so smart. You so smart. Right? Meekness is a noun, right? Which is damn right, Sister Talboff. The quality or state of being meek means a mild, moderate, humble, or submissive quality. That's what lowliness And that's what me. So basically, what it's saying, you should be a prisoner of the Most High. You should take pride in this vocation of this job, of this duty, with lowliness and meekness, meaning like you should be humble in doing this work. Right? You can't be a prideful bastard and right? I mean, you could think like, oh damn, why Slacky, sir? Slacky, if I could. I have a question. Or you just do it. Know what I mean? With humbleness. Because the people above you is not going to tell you something that's going to hurt you and hinder you. They're telling you something to better you or to try to make something happen. Just have that conversation. If you feel as though, hey, Slacky, sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Boom. Okay, sir. Slacky. The water. Right? But have that humbleness. Shalom, Yahabashim Yahshabakatah, Officer 5000, Officer Yarash 5000 checking in from Norfolk, Virginia. All right? So you're doing this work with humbleness. Right? You can't be prideful. Right? Your title of being looked upon as this in the world don't apply the same way in this body in the ISUPK. You can be the damn CEO, Don Dada at your damn slavery, but in here you just a 50, or you a trooper, or you just a young man, or you just a sister. You can't allow what you think that what you is to overrule your duty or your vocation in here. And that's something that's being learned every day. That's something that has to be digested every day. Because people that out here is looking at you in this way, right? But in here, you have to put in work. Put that brick in. Out here, it don't matter. In the world, don't matter. And here, it does matter. You can't just come in here and be like, oh, damn, I'm the LLC. I'm a boss. I'm a boss, nigga. What you talking about? Trooper. I could tell you these scriptures. Young man. Bro, I'm older than you. How you gonna tell me I'm a young man to you? I'm older than you, bro. Now, as men, it is a line of respect, right? As men, we're men. We have testosterone, right? So there's things that's going to be communicated, because don't no man want to feel like they're being taken advantage of. Because as a man, that's all you got is your manhood, right? I don't want to feel like I'm being taken advantage of, so I may have to approach or communicate, because you just I ain't just gonna be no test dummy. You ain't gonna test dummy me, bro. You ain't gonna do that. At the end of the day, I'm a man. That's all I got. But I'm in here trying to do the Lord's work, so I need to understand why I'm doing this. I need to understand. You need to teach me why. Okay. Okay, now I see, sir. Salakia. Now I see. Or Salakia, sir. You know, this is where I'm coming from, sir. Da 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 da. Okay, the water, sir. Con one con. Right? Young man David said, at this age, I don't mind being a young man for a while. Hey, listen. We all got to share it ourselves. We all had to share it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's no sweat, man. It's no sweat. Right? Okay. Young man Dennis King from Chesapeake, checking in from VA. Damn right. Shalom Yahabashim Yashar Bakatah. Right? Because it's real. Listen, the ISUPK, what gravitated me to be a part of the ISUPK is because I thought that it was, and which I know it is, I see that it's real ones in here. And I can relate to the real ones. That's why I chose the ISUPK over the IUIC, Sons of Thunder, Sakari, Wisdom of Truth, Believers of Truth, WFI, whatever else is out there. It's real ones in here. So real recognize real. That's why I chose this. And I made a good damn decision. That's why I don't mind doing this work with lowliness and meekness, right? Because I have to be humble. Just because you get your name, or just because you get that oil on your head, doesn't mean you're going okay, now okay, come on God. You have to build that humbleness. Because you probably won't even humble for real. You probably was an OG in a gang. I'm an OG blood. I'm an OG crib. I'm OG GD. How you gonna tell me how to live or how to do and you ain't step? You can't step on the turf I step on. Because if you do, they're gonna. But I could go here and not get touched. So how you gonna? I'm an OG, bro. How you gonna tell me what to do and what not to do? That's why it's important to be a young man. That's why it's important to be a trooper. So you can understand. You can understand, right? So let's go back to Ephesians 4:2. So I know I was a little long-winded. Let's go back to Ephesians 4:2. Right? Like, bro, I'm a gangster. How you gonna tell me what to do, bro? You ain't do no time in prison. You ain't stab nobody. You ain't sell no drugs. You ain't shoot nobody. How you gonna tell me this, bro? You gotta have humbleness in here. Right? That's the product of being a young man, of shedding yourself, of those many amount of days. It may take more days than what is needed. Right? And once you come in, you still gotta learn. Right? So Ephesians 4:2, all lowliness and meekness, humbleness, right? With long suffering, forbearing one another in love, right? What are some of the things that make you feel prideful or make you think you are better than you actually are? I start. Is it education? Everybody that come in this truth is not just no pluck, not just no bum. People that come into this truth every day hold some type of importance, quote unquote, in this world. They're either some type of educator, some type of supervisor, manager, or whatever the case may be. Everybody that's coming in this truth is not just no young age kid that's just now trying to find a job and is trying to find a way in this world of working. When people come into this truth, they come to this truth because they understand that, okay, this is the truth. But they're not in the world, they are somebody's. Probably got their own business already. Probably is a some type of educator, something that's very important. Right? So what are some of the things that make you prideful, makes you think you are better than you actually are? I'll name them for you. Education, right? The amount of money you may have, right? The praise you get, right? The vain glory, right? Putting on all black when you come in here is lowliness and meekness. You actually may have a lot to say. As a sister, you may have a lot to say. But you can't say that shit because you ain't supposed to. That's just you understanding that now you're a prisoner of the Lord. As a female, I got to be grave. I can't say nothing. I just have to do what my responsibility is to do. As a young man coming in this truth, I may think that I know, oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Yeah, I know that. I know that. When you put on that all black, you're showing lowliness and meekness, and you may have a lot to say. You may have a lot of great ideas, right? But when you come into this truth, dressed in all black, you know that this is your be quiet period. You got to be quiet. Be quiet, right? If you're spewing, and this is the reason why, if you're spewing everything that comes to your mind, you're not able to receive anything new. You're not able to learn anything, right? You got to embrace your be quiet period, right? Take time to understand the vocation of this work, right? Understand the men above you have lowliness and meekness about them, right? With all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, right? What does it mean to be long suffering? Real quick in the chat. I'm teaching tonight. I know I'm teaching tonight. I know I'm to be interactive. I know I'll be interactive. I know, but bear with me. What does it mean to be long suffering? What does it mean to be long suffering? In the chat, real quick. What do you think it means to be long suffering? According to this textual evidence, what does it mean? What do you think it means to be long suffering? According to this textual, okay, young man David said to be patient. I'll take that. To be patient. Okay, what else? With long suffering. With long suffering. What you think? Based on this textual evidence, with all alone, based on what you know, I'm a prisoner of the Lord. Me being a prisoner of the Lord, I mean, I got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? I have to be worthy of this duty, of this job, of this vocation that I'm called to be in, and I have to do this with humbleness, with lowliness and meekness. I have to be humble with it, and I have to do it with long suffering. Young man David, he don't know to be patient. Is there more? Is there anyone else that want to say something? Right? Right? Okay. You have to take time to understand the vocation of this word, right? So basically, What does it mean to be long suffering? We so quick to cancel a ninja out. You hit around the nose, young man David, to be patient. As blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, we're so quick to cancel a ninja out. Right? We so quick to say raka to a brother. Right? Or sister if they violate us. Raka. Nah, you violated me. We so quick to do that. Right? It's like this brother or sister got one more time to do this or that. You don't have the spirit of Christ. You don't have the long suffering if you take that tone or position in here. We are called to be long suffering, to suffer long, right? Sister talk about me and said, so having patience in spiritual troubles, damn right, caused by other people, damn right. Sister Ross said the struggle is real, right? It would be a lie if anyone told you in this truth, in the ISUPK, that they didn't feel as though that they was offended by a brother or a sister. That's a damn lie. But what spirit is you in though? What is this whole thing about of being an Israelite? What is it about now? Now I'm supposed to beef with you. I could have been best off in the streets. I could have been best off a Christian. I could have been best off a Muslim and been a Sunni and been beefing with the Shiites. If I want to keep beefing with, come on, right? Forbearing one another in love. What does forbearing mean? What does forbearing mean? Damn right, Sister Rob. Now, my next question is, what does forbearing mean? Forbearing. What does forbearing mean? Who got me with the definition? What does forbearing mean? We gotta be patient with our brothers and sisters. We gotta be patient in this work. We gotta be humble. We gotta be a prisoner. Forbearing one another in love. What does forbearing mean? Ooh. Sis on it. I think Sis top off like 5 for 5 right now. Self-control. Sis Ron said to be patient and restrained. Right? Like, this brother got one more time. But you know what? 7 times 70, 7 times 70, 7 times. So like it, brother. Okay. Did I offend you, brother? Or this sister got one more time. I want to just, you know what? No, I can't be like that. 7 times 70, 7 times 70, 7 times 70. All right. So like it says, okay, what's going on? What can we? What did I go wrong with you? And I could come to you and tell you what went wrong with me. Sister Rod said, I see it all the time with all them times. Hey, look, right? Okay, all right. I gotta be forbearing. I gotta be patient. I gotta have self-control. I don't like how this brother came to me. I don't like how this sister came to me. I can't. Matter of fact, remember that class I said, and y'all told me about it. The turtle, what is it called? The turtle rule, the tuck turtle, something like that. When you know that if you say something right now, you can't say it, but if they just give you some time, you will say it. You will come out. Prime example. Okay, tuck turtle rule. Right. Prime example. And me and Officer Yabakar was talking about this on the phone. When we was in Hebrew Academy, right? After we got finished being, we was in Hebrew Academy, right? We had a sit down, right? After we did what we did, we had to sit down. And Captain Nakai, right, which is the head of Shamar Security, Captain Nakai, he gave us a breakdown on how to handle brothers. Know what I'm saying? When you feel offended, he gave us that breakdown, right? He said, look, if you feel offended, don't respond then and there. Or if you feel as though this is exactly how you be talking, or if you feel as though that you're not in the right mind space to communicate or talk right now, at that moment, don't say anything. Because what's going to happen is whatever you feeling, whatever demon that's on you, whatever the case may be, now it's going to turn to a bigger matter. Now you got to have a whole council. Because you done did that in the third. Now you done fought the brother. Now you done put hands on the brother. Versus you not responding, taking time to yourself, and you responding, and you coming back with a respond is not a text message. You coming back and responding to that brother is a phone call. Or you and that brother meeting up. And you having that communication. Once the fire done went down. That's brotherhood. Because you understand that I cannot say this in this given moment. Because I'm not in that that's not the right spirit to be in. That's not love. If I'm being this way towards my brother. Because right now you hear. I know you can't see you hear. You need to come down here to be able to control you. That's that restraint. That's that forbearing. Damn right, Officer Yabakar. All because a man was feeling emotional, things get elevated. Now you got to go to a council. Now you got to be in front of the generals. Now you got to take time out your day that you probably tired of because you were slaving all day. Now you're scheduled for a council because what you done did a month ago, what you done did a couple weeks ago, what you done did 3 months ago. Now you in the council and got to talk about that. All because you wasn't being emotional. And I understood that. Right? I understood that. Because you know yourself better than anyone else. You know yourself better than anyone else. But You got to know your duty in here, though. So now you got to know how to know yourself, and you got to know how to carry it in here. And carrying it in here is communication. You may got to do a little tucker turtle. You may got to take a little day. Maybe 2. Okay, I'm back. Because now you got your thoughts together. When you took that day or that 2 days, now you got your thoughts together. And you ready to talk. I'm going to tell you this, and I know I'm being long with it, and this is going to be a part 2. But I'm going to tell you why being forbearing is a great trait to have. Before I tell you that, let me get a one in the chat if we still here. Let me get a one in the chat if we still here. I'm gonna tell you why it's important to be forbearing in this truth, in this body. Let me get a one in the chat though, real quick, before I go any further. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Let me tell you why it's important to be having some type of self-restraint in this truth. Okay. When and this VA, we're trying to build VA. What that mean? We're trying to build VA in Richmond, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Suffolk, Williamsburg, Newport News, Hampton. We're trying to build Virginia, Rice, Virginia, Dillon, Buckingham, Charlottesville, Lynchburg, Roanoke, Appomattox, Orange, Mechanicsville. Hey, VA, right? All right. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when new brothers or sisters that's coming in this truth, that's coming to VA, you don't know what problems they have. They're coming in here because they feel as though, which they are right. They feel as though that this is the truth. Somehow, some way, this truth reached them. Either it was through online, or if it was through one of me or the other brothers giving out flyers, and they came in here. So, with that being said, a brother can be schizophrenia and you not even know it. A brother can be ADHD and you not even know it. A brother can have autism, Asperger's, and you not even know it. A brother can have some type of T-Rex syndrome and you not even know it. Or sister, and you not even know it. Brothers is coming here with all types of brothers and sisters is going to be coming in here with all types of trauma, and you may not even know it, because when you first meet them and when the first couple of times you talk to them, you don't know because they hiding it from you. Because they want to be a part. You don't know if all the things that they tried to be a part of done kick them out or shut them down because of whatever condition they was in. But you as a brother and a sister not understanding, not having that long suffering, not being forbearing to their type of situation, you just so high and mighty. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that brother and sister, you're gonna turn that brother and that sister off. That's gonna turn into a man, F you. And you can't say, oh, that brother or that sister want the spirit. How you gonna say that? And they weren't even in here long enough to even know the spirit to be in. Because you don't have that type of long suffering or forbearing with them. You don't know how to handle that brother or that sister. Because you don't even understand that brother or that sister. Even if you think that brother and that sister may look in their appearance, they are all right, but you don't know the deep underlying trauma that brother and that sister done been through. The tone of the way that you say something to their brother and sister may trigger how they may react to you. And now you think they out of order. Commander General Yohana, he said, if a brother leave this truth, right, based on your leadership, that's your fault. It's like, damn, what you mean? Right? Commander General Yohana, he said, when a brother first come into this truth, you treat that young man or that trooper or that brother, you treat the low with the utmost respect. That's what you do. You don't want to turn a brother off because you just so much of a pallbearer or a pocket or you know what I'm saying, that you just so high-minded above them that you can't even relate to them. One thing I learned, a brother or a sister or a kid will ride for you if you know how to handle them. And they will take correction if you know how to handle them. If you don't know how to handle a brother, then the brother going to just always, they're not going to want to open up to you. It's just going to be more of okay, I'm going to do what I need to do, but I'm not going to let you get that close to me because I don't want to have a type of conflict with you because I already see you right now. You don't know how to handle me. If I tell you my real problems, if I tell you my real trauma, you ain't going to know how to handle me. I don't know what you might think of me. You might think that I'm just a crazy ass motherfucker. You might not even want to handle me for real. You might just want to just throw me off in the cut. Know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, because you don't want to handle me. You don't want to talk to me because you don't want to be faced with a type of talk back or whatever the case may be. You don't want to communicate with me. All because you don't know how to handle me. And then from there, you're going to turn me off and I ain't going to want to be in here no more. Let me get the one in the chat if you understand that real quick. I don't want to talk just because I'm talking. I want to be real with you. I want to be a real one. I want to be real with you. Let me get the one in the chat. Because I'm going to tell you this. Right? Once you know how to handle a brother or a sister, whatever you say to them is no question behind it. Whatever you try to teach them is no question behind it. Because I know that you know how to handle me. You know how to handle me. So, con out of one con. Con, sir. Salaki, sir, that didn't work. Do you want me to try this? Salaki, sir, I understand that, sir. Is there anything else that you need for me to do? You know how to handle me. So I don't got no question. I don't got no problem of going this, that, and the third. Shema Gabar or this Yabakar. I was Yabakar. You do this, you did. Oh, Kamakan. So, hop, jump, and skip. You know how to handle me, dog. So, boom, I'm a ride for you. That's what that means. Because I'm gonna tell you this, brothers and sisters coming in here and they know that you're not long suffering for bearing with them, they best off stand being a blood or a crip or a GD. Because at least they OG would know how to handle it. I know it's out of order, but they OG would know how to handle them. Salakia, one moment. I gotta handle something real quick. One moment, real quick. Salakia. I use the restroom. Salakia. Salakia. One moment.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
All right. Now, I'm going to say this, right? Now, in order for a brother or for anyone to know how to handle you, what must you do? In order for someone to know how to handle you, what must you do? Because I don't know what's going on with you. So in the chat, the question is, in order for someone to know how to handle you, what must you do? You can't just assume somebody just gonna just know. What must you do? In the chat, what must you do? I know it's coming on that time, but what must you do? And I think verse 3 gonna be my last one. This gonna be a part 2. Damn right, Sister Ra. You must be open to others to get to know you. Sister Barra said you gotta open your mouth and talk. You gotta communicate, bro. You can't just assume that somebody just know what the hell going on with you, and then all of a sudden you just want to just blow up. No, that's the importance of brotherhood and sisterhood. I mean, that's what this class is about, right? Brother and sisterhood, right? That's what this body is about. Brotherhood and sisterhood. You got to communicate with your brothers and your sisters. Because think about it. You don't, if I don't know young man David from a can of paint, but how am I gonna get to know him if he open up and talk to me and I open up and talk to him? Well, basically, if you open up and talk to me for right now, right? Sisters, brothers, like I can't know if you open up and talk. Because if you open up and talk, now a brother and a sister know how to handle you. Now you might just get a text in the, it says, hey, shalom, y'all, shalom, you out today? You two out today, sis? You two out today, out? That text right there, or that communication right is all you need. Damn, motherfucker, think about me. I bet I rock with you. Just you saying you two out today out of nowhere. Ooh, girl, I've been or hey shit, I'm going through. You're able to vent now. You're able to communicate. You're able to get that off. So now a brother and a sister know how to handle you. So you can stay in that spirit. All right. All right. So now verse 3. All right. So basically, forbearing means to hold a restraint when the brother or sister is violating you, right? You are showing patience and restraint. Anything outside of this is not of the body, is not the right spirit. That's the long suffering, you being patient with that brother and that sister, right? What is love, right? Love is correction. That's why there is law, statutes, and commandments. You're going to treat that brother or that sister with love according to these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? If you see a brother or sister in the school that's doing something that hurt the body, then you have to show love and correct them, right? There is a way to do it. We do everything in decency and in order, right? You're indecent if you're not patient in here. You are out of order if you don't have meekness, aka humbleness. You have to be patient. You have to have patience with love. All right. Verse 3. All right. Endeavoring to keep the unity of the spirit in the bond of peace. Right? When you endeavor to do something, you try hard to achieve this thing. Endeavoring to keep the unity, right? That's the opposite of being separate. You got an issue with a brother, right? So you're supposed to stay away from him instead of trying to get close to that brother, right? If you got a problem with me, if I have a problem with you, I have to come and see and confront the problem, or I have to call you because I got to let you know this is the problem. This is what's going on, and something that's in me is feeling some type of way that don't feel right, and I got to communicate that with you so you can understand where I'm coming from, right? So if I have to see what's it is, because at the end of the day, it's nothing but demons. It's nothing but demons. Let them demons go, man. Talk that shit out. Vent that shit. Vent it out. All right. It's nothing but a demon making you feel that way about your brother, your sister, or vice versa. Right? We're blood. When you come in, we're blood. We're one body. We're family. Right? Blood is supposed to be thicker than water. Right? If we're going to be unified, right, we can't be separate from one another. Right? You have to fight to be at one with your brother and sister. You're only as strong as your weakest link. You have to fight for that love for your brother. You may not even agree with that brother, your sister, or that sister, right, man? You may not even want to be around them, but you got to fight to build that bond. You got to. Just try. You got to fight that, because you have to have that brotherhood and sisterhood in here. If you don't, nothing's going to work. Right? Endeavoring to keep the unity of the spirit. Right? In the world, you will have the spirit to celebrate all these different things, but it's not the spirit of what's being talked about in this verse. Right? The spirit we should have in this truth in the ISUPK is unity. We should have unity. That's the spirit, not the spirit of your sorority or your fraternity, right? Not the spirit of your bike club, not the spirit of your step team, not the spirit of Thanksgiving or Christmas. The spirit of the Lord is what is needed. right? Not the spirit of celebrating your own self, which is that birthday, right? And the bond of peace, right? You can't bond if you have a way. You can't bond if you have something in the way, right? If you have some type of conflict with your brother, your sister, right? You can't bond that way, right? Verse 4, right? Verse 4. And this gonna wrap me up. I'm gonna go to verse 5. I'm gonna wrap it up. In verse 5, I'm gonna wrap it up. Right? Verse 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. There is one body. That body is here in the ISUPK under the command of General Yohan, right? And one spirit. In the ISUPK, we have one spirit, right? You could come to any of our events. It's one vibe, it's one spirit. Passover, any feast day, one vibe is one spirit, right? That's the spirit of brotherhood, which is synonymous with what? Sisterhood, right? Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, right? Meaning our hope of being called into rulership, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, meaning our hope of being called into rulership, right? I got some more on that. Real quick, let me get that precept, Revelations 18:6. I'm gonna get that precept real quick, Salakia. Revelation 18:6, right? Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. I'm gonna get you out of here. Let me get that precept real quick, Baba Kashah. Revelation 18:6. Meaning our hope of being called into rulership, right? Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double into her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double, right? Meaning, like, this is Babylon is falling right here. Their rulership is going to come to an end. Reward her even as she rewarded you. What did America reward you with? Captivity, bondage, slavery, right? I got a precept of this too. And double unto her double according to her works. Who is the her here? America, Babylon. Whatever she did to you, you're going to do to her and double. And the cup which she hath filled to her double, right? Precept of that. Isaiah 14:2, Baba Kashah, real quick. The precept of that to this, Isaiah 14:2, right? Because this what Babylon did, this is what America did, right? So this how we gonna do what they did to us. And the people shall take them. We know who the people is, the Israelites. In addition to this, bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High for servants and handmaids. Just like how we was to them, we're going to double that shit. And in addition to this, they shall take them captives, which is like how we were captives to them, who captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Just like how they ruled over us. Right? Now, Salak, let me go back to Ephesians 4 and 5. Right? Bam. That's what that means. We need to be in unity. So when we be one body, we can rule, we can gain our rulership. That's the only way we're gonna gain our rulership is if we is in one accord, as if we is one body with one another. Now we fighting one another. How are we gonna be fighting one another and trying to be a build and be in rulership? We're gonna be in rulership and still fighting one another. Like that ain't gonna happen. Verse 5. One Lord, one faith, one baptism. This is a clean cut against the Christian church or any false religion. This is a clean cut against the fake Israelites as well that think we supposed to have different groups. No, we're supposed to be one body, one Lord, right? One faith, and one baptism, right? Real quick in the chat. Let me get the one in the chat if you understand that real quick. I know I went over my time. Let me get the one in the chat if you understand what just went down. All right? Because that's my time. That's my time, y'all. Let me get the one in the chat real quick. That's my time. That's my time. All right? That's my time. All right? We got to be one body, man. We have to be one body. We have to be unified in this truth, man. You may get offended, but you got to be in that spirit. You got to have that long suffering. You got to have that forbearingness to know, right, that I got to be in this type of spirit to handle my brothers or my sisters. I can't be quick to want to just go ahead and just say rakah because I'm violated, or I just can't just be quick to want to just do something to them or want to just, nah, I mean, listen, it is, you got to communicate. Some of us don't know how to communicate, and it's true. You're going to learn how to communicate because you're going to be forced to do it. You got to talk to your brother. You got to talk to your sister. Good or bad. Good conversations or bad conversations. You'll build more love, build more respect for your brother and your sisters in the bad conversations. So with that, all right, we're going to go ahead and clap it up. I'm going to go ahead and clap it up. Go ahead and clap it up. All right. So with that, we are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 and 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will, offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, I believe, is the blowing of the trumpets. Salakia, the blowing of the trumpets. All right. If I'm wrong, Salakia. If I'm wrong, correct me now. This is just out of love. This is out of love. But I believe the next upcoming holy day is the blowing of the trumpets. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school they are to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. All right. And with that, Shalom Yahabashim Yashai Brakatah to the brothers, and Shalom Yahabashim Bashim Yahweh to the sisters. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.